Good afternoon to all. So let us come back to our exercise 2.3. Question number 4. One part I have solved for you yesterday. One more I will be sharing with you. That was how to factorize the cubic polynomial. Suppose today I am taking your second part, x cube plus 13x square, and then it is plus 32x plus 20. So if you have done, because I asked you to try these parts, if you have done, please tell your answer and how to go for the solution of this. As I said, there is no particular method, special method or any formula or identity which we can apply directly to get it factorized. That's why this category somewhere is based upon we have to guess. And the point I shared with you yesterday, that was you can start by putting the values of x onwards, 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3, 4 minus 4, and so on. But at the same time, at the last part of my lecture, I told you that there is a way to keep a watch upon those zeros, how many values we can try. For that, I asked you to keep a watch upon this constant term. Like here it is 20. So if you write the factors of 20 in table of 1, it is 1 into 20. 20. Then in 2, 2 tens are 20. 3, no 20 is possible. 4, 4 fives are 20. Then 5 fours are 20. Then 6, no possibility. 7, 8, 9, 10. No, in 10 again I will be 10 into 2. 20, and finally after the table of 10 it will be coming back in the table of 20, that is 20 into 1 is equal to 20. So these are the factors of 20. I am explaining to you how you can go for that. Start with the table of 1, then wherever that is possible write all those possibilities. Now you see 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, and if you reverse the order 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, you are back to that. Means you can try these values 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20 with plus sign as well as with minus sign. So as soon as you will be putting, out of these only the zeros will be possible. 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 4 minus 4, 5 minus 5, 10 minus 10 or 20 minus 20. These particular, so there is a provision to find out what values we need to check. Means I have to guess out of which. So these are the values which you can guess to make this polynomial is equal to 0. So as I said, then make a note of that somewhere in your rough marker. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. So suppose I am putting P1 here, then let us see what happens. All are positive. I know that is useless because it is not going to be 0 anywhere. So please avoid that situation. Then you start with minus. Then it is minus 1 cube plus 13 into minus 1 square plus 32 into minus 1 and plus 20. What happens here? This is minus 1. This will remain plus 13. This is minus 32 and again this is plus 20. So you see 13 and 20 is plus 33, minus 1 and minus 2 again minus 33. So my problem is solved here. So that means minus 1 is the 0 of this polynomial. So therefore x plus 1, if remainder is p minus a, then x plus a is the factor because it is coming equal to 0. So therefore x plus 1 is the factor of px. Factor of px. And this is the px given to me. Again, I have to go for long division. X cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. I hope that is clear to you what I said, how to select these values, and out of that you can guess which is going to make it 0 will be the factor. So x plus 1, why it is x plus 1? Because it was minus 1. If it will be plus 1, then it will be x minus 1. Please make a note of that also. Now this method I shared with you yesterday, how to go for long division. Always write the polynomial in standard form and keep on cancelling the higher degrees. So x into x cube, that is x square I need here. So x cube, x square into x plus 1 into x square will make it x square. Do not forget to change the signs. Higher degree is cancelled here. 13 minus 1 is 12x square. Put the sign, that is of greater term, positive. Then it is plus 32x plus 20. Then I need 12x square, so here it is x plus 12x. So it will make it 12x square plus again it is 12x and like terms underneath the like terms. Again this is gone, the higher degree. 32 minus 12 is again you are getting 20x plus 20. So finally you can multiply it by 20 only, which will make 20x plus 20 plus minus both will. That is sure, that I told you yesterday. Once you have said that x plus 1 is the factor, so no question of that your remainder will be there, anything else except 0. So your remainder will always be equal to 0. Only then your x plus 1 we can call is the factor of px. So yesterday I told it means your dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So now what I am getting here is dividend is equal to this, that in this side you can write divisor is x plus 1 and your quotient is x square plus 12x plus 20, remainder is 0. So that's all. Now you just can split the middle term. Finally now this is there in the term of a square, ax square plus bx plus c. 0 you can leave. So factor of 20 means 10 and 2. So x square plus 10x plus 2x plus 20 finally. This is no need to write plus 0. Then it is x plus 1. In first two you can take x common, it is x plus 10. In last two you can take 2 common, again it is x plus 10. Close the bracket. Finally you left with x plus 1. X plus 10 is common, write x plus 10, again you left with x plus 2. So your factors are there. So this polynomial dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So quotient was in degree 2, middle term splitting was possible. I did that and I have factorize the polynomial. Definitely degree is 3, so x will be getting multiplied how many times? 3 times. You multiply these 3 and check, definitely you will be reaching here somewhere. That is what is the given polynomial to you. So only one part left. You please try that, keep a check. Later on I will add 4 or 5 questions from this type of factorization point of view to your assignment also. Till then you wait for that. But one more part is there, you left part you have to try. If you have already solved, please check your answer. And then let us move to exercise 2.4, where few more identities what you have studied previously, that is in your previous class 8th. So I would like to share with you so that you can start with your exercise 2.4 by today. Only that part, whatever you have finished in your previous class, is identities I am repeating to you, on which these questions are based. Mainly first is your x plus a into x plus b, and that is always equal to what? X square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Standard forms are always expressed in positive signs only. So this is the first identity you have to use. Second, I hope all of you are familiar with a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the second identity we need in our first at least 4 questions point of view I am speaking about. In first 4 questions, these are the identities required. Then it is a minus b whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square, and your fourth identity that we will be using here is a square minus b square, which we can express always in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So one example I will be sharing with you of these identities. Suppose I am taking first question or your third part. First question, third part. Here it is 3x plus 4 into 3x minus 5. So one identity is there, x plus a into x plus b, x plus a, x plus b, 3x minus this is 5, like this, because these two are the different ones. If it is 3x plus 4 and 3x minus 4, then this will go to this identity, because here b, here b. So b means here if it is 4, so here also it should be 4. Only then I can apply a plus b into a minus b. But here I am finding the two terms are different. First is common, so that means that this is lying x plus a, x plus a, x plus b. That is negative, you ignore that sign. Standard form I said always will be discussed with plus signs only. That minus I can keep inside the bracket. I can express it as 3x plus minus 5 also. So this is 3x plus 4, x plus a, x plus b, where b is equal to minus 5. So this is lying in the form of x plus a into x plus b, where is x is 3x, a is 4 and b is minus 5. So finally you know that is equal to what? X square. So what is x is 3x, x square, plus you put the plus sign. What is a is 4, what is b is minus 5, into x, x again is 3x, and plus ab, what is a is 3x and what is b is minus 5. So you put that within the bracket minus 5. Now you solve it. 3x whole square will make it 9x square. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 3x will make it minus 3x. Plus into minus is always minus. 3 into 5 is 15x will be the answer for this. So 9x square minus 3x minus 15. So finally this is a. I'm sorry, here a is 4 here, right? A is 4. Please keep a watch upon that. A is 4, b is minus 5. So 4 into 5 is 20. So this will be 9x square minus 3x minus 20. So this is the question based upon your x plus a, x plus b. Then if it is fifth part is there, 3 minus 2x into 3 plus 2x, or your fourth part is there. Fourth part also you can see y square plus 3 upon 2. If you check the fourth part of question number 1, it is y square plus 3 upon 2 and then it is y square minus 3 upon 2. Instead we are taking it to a square, a plus b, a plus b. Whatever a in the first bracket, that is also there in the second bracket. 3 upon 2, if b is there, 3 upon 2 b is there. So this is with plus sign, this is with minus sign, means this question is given in the form of a plus b into a minus b, where this is a and this is b. So this is a plus b. Again a will remain same and with minus sign. So this is there a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So this is always equal to a square minus b square. What is a is now y square whole square, and what is b is 3 upon 2 square. So write the answer, y raised to the power 4 minus 9 upon 4. Square of 3 is 9 and square of 2 is 4. So that is y square minus 9 upon 4. Then question number 2, 3 and 4. You keep on trying at your question number 3. 4, I don't think you will be in position to do it because that is a new identity I have to introduce. I will come back to you with this. But in question number 2 that you did based upon these 4 identities only. Suppose I am talking about the third part. Suppose I am talking about the third part, 104 into 96. So I have to approach towards the ending zeros closest to 100. So I can split in terms of 100. 96 also is closest to 100, and you see we are back to a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, and then you can write the answer, that is 10,000 minus 16. Do this calculation and check the answer. Like first part of the same you can see here is again 103 into 107. So first part 103 into 107 means 100 plus 3 into 100 plus 7. Now we are back to this x plus a into x plus b. So that is equal to what? 100 square plus 3 plus 7 into 100 plus 3 into 7. X square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. So this is now 10,000. 3 plus 7, 10 into 100 will make it 1000. And 3 sevens are 21. You add this and write the answer. So in that way you can check 95 into 96. Again you can take that 100 plus 100 minus 5 and 100 minus 4. So again that will be there in the form of x plus a into x plus b. So that you can check for question number 2. And question number 3, again if you see, is a blend of your a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, and then it is a square minus b square. So factorize means, if you see the first part of your question number 3, it is somewhere 9x square plus 6xy, and then it is plus y square. Now I know all three are positive. 9 is the square of 3, and this is the another perfect square, so a and b. So now this is a square and this is b square, plus all three are positive, 2a. So a is what? 3x. B is what? Your y. So now you check, 2 3s are 6, 6x into y will make it 6xy. So my question is there, a square plus b square plus 2ab. A square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to what? A plus b whole square. So at last simply you have to substitute the value of a, that is 3x, and b, that is y, where you will be writing, and in factorized form this will be 3x plus y into 3x plus y. So in that way you can factorize it. Second part is there in the form of a minus b whole square, and third is there in the form of a square minus b square. So you please try up to question number 3 of exercise 2.4. Any difficulties there, you can send a comment. Otherwise I will start onwards question number 4 with new identity of the same exercise 2.4 tomorrow. Thank you.